Scorpio, welcome to your energy reading. As you know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any Scorpio placements in your natal chart at all, and you don't actually have to be watching this video when it's published. Let's see, what else? Oh, if it resonates, then it's for you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you definitely know how to find me. Depending on which platform you are, just go ahead and look for my Etsy link. And just keep in mind that right now the average wait time for a reading to be filled is about 2 weeks. All right. So, oops, there we go. Let's jump in. Okay, so already feeling some medical energies for you. Scorpio, or whoever you are, right now you're still just feeling like Scorpio, but again, you could be any sign. I do want to let you know that this kind of has medical energies. It feels like ointment, you know, like when you have ointment on you, that's what it is. Oh, okay. I had to put that down because I felt that. Okay. You know what this is? This is feeling like, you know, when we rub Vicks Vapor Rub on our chest and, it just kind of warms things up. I'm feeling that right now, what's happening for you, it's almost like somebody is rubbing something onto your chest, your heart space. And look, what happens as a result. So right now, I'm feeling that if this reading is for you, you're getting into a place in your life where you're going to be speaking your truth through the heart to God. So what that means is like you're probably going to be in a bit of repose. You're probably going to be in a little bit of a hermit mode. This card wants to come in. God bless it. Oh, okay. Yeah, not those. The Star card. Look at how she's like in this. They're saying self-imposed castle, self-imposed moratorium. Anything else? Yeah, those two. So you're the one taking a time out right now. I'm seeing this train. It's almost like I want to like build the cards. Let's go ahead and build the cards here. Ooh, shit. No wonder. It's like, okay. No wonder. Okay, that's the problem here. But you're trying to go down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a card here. Oh, tarot. Okay. They're saying, oh, see, look. They stopped me and said, get the tarot, because look, you're going down here, you're missing the boat. This is not going to lead to this. That way leads to this. So we'll look at that in a second. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead with this card. With the Witch's Tarot, which I love. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Oh, and this one, God bless. Okay, so here's what's happening. Scorpios, you are at a point where you're going to be starting to have a conversation with God in the heart space, and that feels so beautiful to me because it's finally like connecting to spirit and saying, this is what I'm feeling. But let me tell you what you're feeling right now, Scorpio. You're feeling, I'm just going to use your energy. I'm sorry, I'm already, I don't want to talk to God like this, but how dare you put me through that again? You knew what I wanted and you took it from me. How dare you? And it's that kind of anger and energy and rage, but behind it is an exhaustion that reverberates all the way up to the back, like in the back left shoulder blades. You know what? It's amazing. It's beautiful to get to that energy because it's kind of like your Lieutenant Dan moment. Remember Lieutenant Dan when he was like, not the part when like homeboy was like, but Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Not that part. But the part when he was at the top of that fishing boat or shrimping boat and he was just letting God have it. Like, you want me? You come get me. And then after that, he was okay with God. I just feel like Scorpio, male, female, or gender non-conforming, or whether or not you have Scorpio, if this reading is for you, you are coming up to a point, especially in the month of March, where you're motherfucking not taking it anymore. That's the energy that you're going to be conversing with God with through the heart space. And I don't want you to hold any punches. I need you to lash out. You know, you got to curse it out because God, you know, come on. He's like, listen, I made the language. So, and the reason why is because you are purging your anger and it's like so angry. And look at this energy here. What I'm concerned about is that I don't want you to give up on this path. Get angry, let it out, and keep going. Don't get here and sequester yourself, and I don't want to feel the pain, and so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to continue on this path where I'm holding it in and I'm doing whatever, but I'm not expressing my pain. And because you see that Two of Pentacles, that's always going to be juggling and juggling. And the next thing you know, and with your shadow side, you're not like getting the work done. You're hiding from it. And yes, I do see this Triumph card rushing in, but be careful because it's a false flag. Very, very careful, because it's like, I don't want to feel the pain, so I'm coming down here. I'm going to occupy myself with other people, other things. And this is just you going through the motions of being social and maybe even getting with other people and having relationships or just whatever, getting new jobs or whatever it is, but you're not getting to the heart of the matter, and you'll always still feel unhealed, and you won't be able to really have the love that is destined for you in this lifetime. Instead, you have to go through here, feel the pain. Yes, you may have the dark night of the soul. Yes, you may come face to face with the evil side, the dark side, the shadow side, the whatever, burnt out side. Some of you have feelings that you're burnt out, you're old, you're decrepit, you're nondescript, you're nobody, you're whatever all those feelings are that I'm picking up from you viewers across both platforms. You have to feel it, because look where it takes you. It takes you to this place where you can let it go. And look what happens at the end. It's just you then. It's like after your Lieutenant Dan moment, you're clear. You've come to peace with spirit, and then what awaits you? Your paradigm shift. Boom. There's your ascension. But right now you're at this moment where God's about to rub that on your heart. I would love to know what it is that gets you to open and have this conversation with God. And remember, the crux of this conversation is, I gotta be honest, fuck you. It's like, dear God, fuck you, love me, bye. That's exactly like the letter in a nutshell that you're going to have with God. Now, if there is an impetus, there you are. Again, Scorps, you're coming across in your masculine, okay? Doesn't mean you're a guy watching this. You could be male, female, or gender non-conforming. But take a look here. For some of you, this is about you being left behind. Maybe somebody closes the door on you again. Maybe somebody closed the door on you. Maybe you're having trouble. This is the masculine, but yet this is also the disconnection from the masculine. Whenever this card comes out, in my readings, it represents the disconnecting from the masculine. So you see what's happening here. There's contradiction. There is dis-ease. There's struggle. And so spirit is here. Look at this. Dark angel and dark night, and they're pulling that down. But they're saying this is to teach you a lesson. What is this to you? This is to teach you a lesson. They're saying, they're saying this is to teach you a lesson. And it's interesting because you heard me stop. I was going to say this has wedding energies. Whenever this card comes out, it doesn't always carry wedding energies, but it often does as well. Right here, it's carrying it. But they're saying you cannot put the cart before the horse. You have to have the harmony first, and then the wedding energies can come through. So spirit is saying this is teaching you a lesson in love and discernment about finding out who and what truly moves your heart. Some of you were dealing with a karmic contract, somebody who broke your heart, somebody who was there to open your heart. As Dr. David Kessler? Oh my gosh, I love his YouTube video. It's called Healing Your Tender Heart. And as he says, a broken heart is an open heart. So whatever this situation is, just to wrap up, you're coming to a point in your life where you're going to be having a conversation with God that is going to be very, very freeing for you. But once you have that conversation, or during that conversation, you have to avoid closing down. Do not shy away from the pain. Make sure you're journaling, make sure you're doing art, make sure you're doing music, make sure you're whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself to connect with that pain. Meditation, counseling, because if you don't, then you're just suppressing it. And the false flag here is I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm glad I really got through that. Whoo, that was crazy, right? And then you build your whole life on this false notion instead of going straight across and having that ascension. So go through the toughness and work through it. I mean, we all have to do it, right? It's called shadow work. And who are the lords of shadow and the shadow realm if not freaking Scorpio? Okay, so you guys can do this. You guys have tower moments like every other day. Come on, you can get this done. Okay, let's see where else. Oh yes, and here Spirit is just giving you a nod to learning how to couple. Okay, go with the one that soothes your soul is what Spirit is saying. And you know, as Spirit says, anytime you really want to run towards something or run away from something, there's a karmic energy there. And so you owe it to yourself, as we all do, to get clear on what's going on. They want us to out, to get some mermaid cards. Let's do it. Now we're going to get some mermaid cards and add some water to this, because right now you're very dehydrated, whoever you are, and so am I. As I just realized, but you're very dehydrated and you're running on empty is what I'm seeing. So Spirit is coming through to add some water to this element. Water is emotion. So some of you, they're asking you to slow down. Look at this. Some of you, they're asking you to slow down on any drinking as well, which could be alcohol, it could be caffeine, whatever it is that's dehydrating you. Why did I say look at this? Because this is ridiculous. Masculine. Okay, I mean, look, you guys see me shuffling these cards, because there's more than one card. All right. Goodness gracious. Okie dokie, folks. Wait, there's something else here. What is it? I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air. Tonight. Oh, okay. Oh, this card actually had a spin on it. Okay, here we go. Lots of cards. Seashell, divination, wisdom of shells. So when I see this is giving me the energy of you listening. So Scorpio, you're going to start to have some major energetic, I don't want to say disturbances. It's not disturbances. You're going to start to have major energetic phenomena. Now, you will have forgotten about this, but it's something you will have received and experienced in the past, but it's going to come back around again. It's almost going to be like magic, and look what it's going to do. Look, water flight. It's going to actually engulf you in water, healing waters and energies. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So you're going to have some experiences that are going to drown you a bit in your emotions. Don't get nervous. We're not here. We're going here. Okay, so it's going to be a little rough at first. I see this kind of moving a little bit, but it's going to stabilize. I do feel that you are going to have people placed in your life to help you stabilize. Remember, refrain from over caffeinating and over alcoholating. Okay, the present, look at this. Right now, you are in your masculine. This is very strong. We've got two masculine cards and a card that says unplug from the masculine. So it's interesting, but you're being asked to look at yourself. Look at all these masculine cards, but look at this feminine card that comes in to round out this experience. What does it say? The mirror. For some of you, this is about, for all of you, this is about looking yourself in the eye. Coming to yourself. When you meet God, you meet yourself, because you're not actually angry with God, you're angry with the self. And at the end of the day, that's what you're going to find out. But you have to start by going inward, right? Completely skipping these false flags, these fake opportunities, these fake people, all of that. Make sure that you follow the path you need to follow. These felt very, very feminine led. See, there it is. These cards right here. Who this? What this? All right. Atlantis. Okay. So whatever this situation was in the past, okay, could be an ex, male, female, gender non-conforming, but it's coming across as a female polarity. This is a fast track to your healing, but at the same time, you see how it's falling on this false flag. So you may have been dealing with somebody who was not your person, male, female, gender non-conforming. It caused you to turn inward and to really look at what's going on. But look how the eyes are closed. You've got all the tools, but you're not looking at it. So you just see the karmic clearing, same card, but you're not looking at it. It's time to look at that pain so that you can have your ascension. Notice these two cards are along your path. These ones fell on this past path. Look at this, divine sensuality. This is talking about lust. Notice how it's falling right on top of you. You were moving to the tune of lust in the past. Now, this lust could be a lust for a person. It could be a lust for a way of life. Remember, it's never about the person. It's a lust for a certain kind of energetic frequency. This is devil energies. And so in your case, whoever you are, this lust is something you have to ask yourself about. How did this quote unquote lust show up for me? Lust at any level is just a way to avoid looking at the self. It's a way to avoid looking at the pain. It's a way to avoid having your ascension. So ask yourself, how did this lust come up for you and steer you away from the path? Was it in the form of a person? Was it in the form of fame? Was it in the form of accolades? Was it in the form of alcohol? Was it in the form of drugs? Was it in the form of money? What was it in the form of for you? Okay, I just feel like I want to transform form of, something, activate, right? So you have to, this is what it means to really look inside of yourself and to do the work. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords wanting to come in, and it's like, but I don't wanna, but you've gotta do it so you can move forward. Because take a look, the unseen can hurt you. You see, we think we're forming bonds with people. All we're doing is feeding ourselves with what it is that we want. And again, this same energy, at the end of the day, it's just energy, can show up in any form in the physical. Look, the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. Look at how this moment has led to you being here. So it's almost like you were pushed into understanding more of who you are through a very dark episode in your life. But remember, whether you were interacting with a person, a place, a thing, or situation, it doesn't matter what it was in the physical. It's the energy that you're going to look at. Why did I want to interact with this lustful energy, whatever it showed up as? And the answer is going to be simple: because I wanted to not work on myself. This is shadow work. Why don't I want to work on myself? The answer is simple: because it hurts too much. Why does it hurt too much? Because I have core wounds that, when faced, remind me of the past. Why don't you want to be reminded of the past? Because I'm reminded of how I was let down by people. Who are these people? Mom, dad, mom, dad, or dad, mom. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's not mom and dad or dad and mom. It's you, the masculine, the unhealed masculine and the unhealed feminine inside that's been neglected. So you see, it's layer and layer and layer. So the more that you avoid these feelings, the more that you avoid it, and then next lifetime you're coming back in. But you have to wade through this lifetime of unhealed energies, never finding love, true love, never getting a true sense of happiness, because you've got all these unhealed things. So rather, guys, it's best to go ahead and knock it out now, because I do see a lot of safety around you as you do this work. Knock it out now and get happy. But it's funny because, like I said, I just feel that once you have this conversation with God and you really rail it out and you look at these energies and you understand where it is that you took a wrong turn, Spirit is bringing this card in. This card is showing selling out. Where did you sell yourself out? No, you didn't sell anybody else out. Nobody sold you out. You sold yourself out. And so Spirit is saying, once you can come to terms with that, you see how there's mirroring there? then you will be a-okay. And I really have to be honest, I just don't see this taking long. If you go this path, I don't see it taking long. It's almost like you could be knocked out this lifetime. Look at that guide. Endurance, see? Freedom. Look at these energies. It's funny because these energies are along your higher path, okay? This is where you just came from. But you'll stay here or you just kind of keep going on without facing stuff unless you keep going. Feel the pain and just keep going, okay? You'll have the freedom you seek. Spirit is here to encourage you to move forward. Again, I see you being surrounded by people who love you. And for some of you or whoever, I do see a wedding ring there. Okay. And then we have guide. You've got people here who are going to help you to look at who you are. And I just feel like this process could be done, I'm getting by June. Yeah. I'm seeing 6 over here again. In particular, June 25th. Well, I don't know why June 25th is coming up so specifically, but June 25th, maybe there's some type of astronomical or astrological phenomenon that is going to go on or whatnot. But this is your ascension and this is your paradigm shift. I say just knock it out. You guys know me. I like to knock shit out. Knock it out, Spirit is saying. And look, then you're going to have this awareness. Some of you are already getting rid of old energies altogether. Look at the card right underneath. Bam. Okay. Love. Okay. I see. Okay. I just looked at the time, 21 minutes and 21 seconds. That's alignment. But I see the Justice card wanting to come in. I get scared of the Justice card, just between you and me, because she's scary, but she wanted to come in. And just as I started saying that, you saw 21. This is about bringing balance into your life. Once you have this balance, Scorpios, or whoever you are winning. And they want me to bring in this card. Bam. Hashtag winning. Hashtag tiger blood. Wheel of Fortune. Turn this mother wheel in your life and get it done. All right. Just get it done. Stop procrastinating. Get your shit done. Work it out. Having strength and being about your business. Look at this. As the magician, turn the key. End the cycle. Walk away. Do your work. But again, luckily, I really feel that this is not going to take long. Although, to be honest, with my Aries self / Libra self, I don't like when Spirit's like, oh, it's not going to take long 6 months later. Excuse me, when it hurts 24 hours a day, a week is too long, okay? But that being said, from this perspective of where I'm channeling, I got to be honest, by June, you're good. This situation will have been closed. And it gets to the point where you look back on things and you're like, what was I doing? I don't even want to go back there now if I could. Like if God was like, hey, you wanna, and people from the past keep trying to come, you're just not feeling it. Why? Because you're so excited about where you are now that you're no longer feeling that pull. But most importantly, because you will have healed the energy. It's never about the person. It's never about the drugs or the alcohol or the people or the locations or the jobs. It's never about those things. It's the energy signature that is what you're trying to go after. Well, once you heal those wounds on the inside, the energy signature starts to lose its appeal. And all of a sudden, you just don't want to do it anymore. It's kind of like middle school when you were super into Pokemon or I don't know, like I don't know, what do kids like to do, right? And then you went to high school, you're like first year in high school, 9th grade, just like a few months after middle school, and you're just not feeling to do those things you used to do back in middle school. That's just how it is because you've grown, okay? So anyway, guys, if you want a personal reading with me, you know where to find me. God bless you. Mwah. Bye. Love you guys.